Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Venite adoremus, venite adoremus, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know if you know any of these people, the children I'm talking about. The children, yeah. You know. What time is it now?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. They're not even up yet to open their prezzies.
We just plan this one
Huh?
that before at 7 o'clock is one on that.
It's ridiculous.
괜찮나? 패션하러.
Right, okay.
What's
going on now?
괜찮아?
We're going to open any presents?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let Chrissy open a big one.
Chris.
Ate, sino mo na sa? From mom.
From mum.
From mom.
Just the right size.
That's exactly
For
what
someone
you
with a
wanna
big
have.
head.
Sassy, probably.
Oh, non ti lo vedo. Have you? What's that?
Next one.
Is it two or Anna?
Two.
Oh, two, but you're on the hello.
That's what I wanted. Thanks.
That's what you wanted. That's the
Well, we can't see it, Chrissy.
Chris, ano siya lagi magsilap kasi nalas magsilap
An aerial.
Two of you from that.
Aerial.
A pair.
Oh, it's a
Pillow.
pair of pillows.
You have a pair of pillows.
Lovely.
Too much?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Is that fun?
Let's give you our present now.
I like one of mine.
Put it with papers.
Two.
Give you our present.
Give me a present.
Yeah, thanks, Eglin.
Zero.
Could you pass it to me, Chrissy?
Put them all together, I think.
Yeah, but,
What, like now?
yeah.
Thanks, Egg. It's the new one as well. It's the new kit.
Is it? See? What, have you got a sister or have you got a sister there?
Doesn't look cheap.
Yes, but I don't know.
Nice.
And you could put the price as well.
Hmm.
Should give her four presents.
Yep.
Oh, I want
Watch it, watch it.
On the boot.
Where did you find this?
It's a Beautio. What is it?
like that. Sharpening.
Ah,
Thank you, Sandiri and Chris.
well, you've just taken somebody else out of a job.
Alam ba man na yung speedy?
No, that'll be the factory.
Which one's that?
Agora já salit ka na kung ito. Hindi rin ito yung nasa kable.
This one?
It's an E17 video.
Yep.
And the CD. I got upset because he's not 17 anymore.
It's not. This one, I've got Sadira. It's not there.
Just see what's going on the Sci-Fi Channel.
What is it?
The $6 million lady. I don't know what she's doing out there at the moment.
Well, anyway, this is one of them. I've got you another one, wherever it is.
Egg.
And después de cherry su nexia lo pensarles. Y ahí al alimento solucionan descargaré.
There it is. Where? That one there. Give him that one.
Right there.
Put that with my CD.
Ma'am? ¿Dónde está?
I don't know. It's just
That's lovely, beautiful. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Chamo yo de
To Andrew from Mum.
Te voy a hacer yo.
Yeah, claro.
Yeah.
I get what I want to get.
Is it salt?
Our friend.
Oh yeah, don't get excited.
It's not salt this year. It's at the top. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Put it down.
That's excellent.
Alright, okay, alright. Ah. Not bad. And a jumper with a zip. I thought you said you can't find these this time of year. Nice, yeah. There's quite a few things in here. Small box.
So, bring Bring
jam.
them all
Bring
out.
them all out. Trousers.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Εμπράσινο, ωραία. Σου κάνουν εμπράσινο.
Green.
And 2 sets of pajamas. Very nice. Thank you.
Take your pick.
Glasses.
And glasses.
And other things that he doesn't want to show us in there.
Σόβρατα.
Huh? That's all.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to say
Yes.
that.
You put those on top. Thank you.
What?
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
Είναι για μένα που είναι εγκλεισά το μάζω εκεί. Yes, I would glasses 6 pair, δηλαδή for...
Yeah.
Andrew?
We guessed that could be.
We guessed. You guessed.
I guessed that could be an E17 calendar.
I don't like your guessing. Ah,
It's not. Are we wrong?
yeah, you're right. Remind me.
Ugly? Are we wrong?
No, we're not wrong.
We're not. Can you turn it round? Oh no.
Another 7?
Oh no.
Sadiri from Chris.
Ah, this is a colour.
And there's something else.
And you went to see them the other day, didn't you, Eggley? Eggley?
You left for us on there as well.
Eggley,
Yeah, that's it.
you went to see them the other day, didn't you? Anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I'm
She's
going
lost
again
her voice
next year.
again.
Yeah, if they're still together,
Yep, it's brilliant.
you know.
I heard you.
But when they said I wasn't 17 anymore, I didn't like it.
Stressing, thank you.
All my something. We don't really know what it is.
Yeah,
Show us
show
what you do with it.
Well, it's just the thing that it's a...
If
When you
you're
get
angry,
annoyed, Chris,
You are angry?
It's a stretch, you just squeeze
and it pops up.
does it go back again to shake? Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Cheers, Chris.
I've given you.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to him. Where is it?
I wanted one of them.
Yeah? Oh, you find that?
Your third and final present from me.
From your brother.
It's a nice shape, that one, Chris, isn't it?
This is like just what I wanted.
It's like a giant bottle of
Just look at
champagne.
it. Really?
Well, sorry, I just...
Cheers, Chris. What's that? Money box. Άμα το γεμώ της πήρα το πήρε είναι πολλά πλούσιο. Thanks, Chris.
How lovely. Is it plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Chris
You got a
from
bottle opener?
Harley.
You've got a bottle opener.
Oh, no,
Vad plastic? Men är den? Plastic?
What's the name on it first?
Hjälmen betyder det bra.
Oh, there's no name on it, Andrew.
There's no
Who
name.
should we give it to?
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
I think Bapu
I
wants
think we
it.
should give it to Bapu. Do you think Bapu? I think we all decide to give it to Bapu.
Αυτό δεν μπορεί να είναι πάνω. Αυτό το κατάντρωνο με θεάτρα.
See what it is.
Πάμε στο κάρτεντο.
Who bought that for you?
That's to Bapu from Andrew.
Marty Trim.
Oj, killen, vad åt det heller?
Is that the right one, or? That's the right one, huh?
Right one.
I hope so.
Yes.
Ha?
Can you get that out of the way, Mum?
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Πρέπει να κάνουμε και το πόδι του factory.
You come round and do our garden.
Ναι, πάει για μένα ο Κρίστα να κάνουμε έτσι το γερό για μένα γίνει...
That would be brilliant.
He's not even gonna.
Right, there's another present. Who should we give this one to?
Huh?
Who wants this one? Who should we give it
Well, give him
to?
Bapu one. Who else now?
Μαγέλα μου.
I think we should give it to.
Who's that?
Yeah, how about you?
We'll give this one to Yaya.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah?
To you. Heavy.
I don't know what that is.
It's from Andrew and Bapu.
Άλλο dressing gown.
It's the Flymo 2.
It's for the garden.
It's for the garden.
Heavy.
It'll open that up. That's the other one.
Dressing gown.
Jag did the wrong one.
Angel.
Brooch ska man köpa.
I don't know, you have to see what it is. Open the little box and see what's in the boxes.
He has really surprised.
Non schiero, senti. Senti. Non sta schierata così.
Another box.
Another box.
In another box. What is it?
Questo è il dopo da lui, solo questo perché non è Scattato che là.
Yeah, there's another one there.
Well,
Goes in
you
there.
don't have to worry about.
It's only 100 pieces in there.
Yeah.
But everything.
That's
So
how it
yeah,
should look
egg
like.
or picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, was this surprise?
I thought it
This surprise.
I was surprised yesterday. I didn't believe it. I thought it was too much money that they were today.
That's from Andrew and Dad.
Couple.
See?
Are you going to be using them today, or are you
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
save them for next year?
You've set up the old ones.
Senta capisco che la stacca adesso
Che se le da come io sembrava.
Yeah.
That was a waste of time.
And you were saying to me yesterday, this is a waste of time that I'm putting all these forks out. You like them?
Da pronto non vedo dopo
Hey, I didn't have really have prawns, did you?
That is exactly what it I want.
Yeah. We have a look at the design on the. You passed me one.
Una da pare se si stopo.
Have a look at the design on one of them.
What do you mean it comes in the box?
Yeah.
We were
E
going
come
to put
l'unico
it in.
box. E ci riservate,
Yes,
diciamo.
did you unbox them?
E c'erano qui c'è a metto di come lo Cristo che sono fuori.
No, wonder.
Sempre non è passata tra me poi.
Prepara quiero ser pues la de ella da pano.
So Chris from Apple.
Couple.
It's a mug. What's E17? Well, you had. What happened to Carly and Jason?
You know what it's
Eglin?
like when I
What happened to Carly and Jason?
Oh, they went out. The birds went out.
Oh, what is that?
La ciccialla mi sa poi che mi sa poi. Fa la crema su fare campo sa.
Ma questo
Ringing.
An E17 alarm clock. Let's have a look.
See that?
Eglin, may I ask a question? Do you like E17?
Gone nuts.
Where did you get this?
I think it's too much.
What?
I wanted
On
to.
E-
Many E17 stuff.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mum.
and he's not even 17.
See that?
Ciccialla mi sa.
Where'd you get that from?
Lots of things in there.
Don't tell me. Can I say it, Eglin?
Go on.
What? An E17 magazine. Sorry. Let's have a look. You still like them, don't you, Eglin?
Yep.
Right, go.
Went to the concert.
She didn't.
Right, okay.
Joder.
mangiarle com'è?
Maybe this might be a monkeys magazine. What? No, don't tell me. What?
Monkey 17.
Where did you get all these from? Oh, this is brilliant. Do you want to guess again?
Yeah.
Do you want to guess again?
E17 keyring.
I've got a key ring.
Have you?
Ah,
What is it?
perfume.
Oh, right. Okay, is that it?
No, no.
Does it end there?
One more.
Oh, I wonder what that could be.
Andrew, good one.
Sorry. Huh? It's not E17.
No, but it's
Thank
got E17
God.
on it.
Yeah? Right, okay.
Thanks, Mum.
Oh, lovely.
So you're happy?
Right, Chrissy? Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Now,
find
as-
out once and for all.
As you got, what's it name? I thought, right, okay, go on.
It's going to be a playset. Spoon.
Right, okay, here we go. I just thought, right,
Look, Mum.
I just thought that you might like one of these.
Oh, you did?
Right.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, what's that?
Masaya
No,
na.
because like, you know, I thought you might like this
Yeah, good
set.
luck again.
What do you think? It's not bad, is it?
Andrew. Who bought it, Andrew?
What is it, Chrissy?
Andrew.
It's not bad, is it? I thought that you
Oh, you did think that? Before I could compare.
no, but I'm just saying, if you had any trouble eating your steaks or anything, you could have it. What do you think? That was from Christmas party present from 4 years
They're
ago.
ours, we take them home.
They're yours.
Really?
Gee, thanks.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Do I still get to keep the forks?
Yeah, yeah. They're steak knives, not just ordinary knives and forks.
Oh, yeah, I can eat my turkey with them.
Allora, next time some.
No, we're doing it.
Fill that up. Fill that up.
No, finish.
Well,
Thanks, Mum.
You've got a mission.
Electric shaver, thanks Dad.
I'm like, oh,
Shaver.
From?
Digital.
Digital.
This is got some
Your
good,
digital.
Okay.
How lovely.
Okay.
There's a cup.
Did you put money in the that jukebox, Eggley? Yeah.
If that never ends, though.
where is it?
Please, don't worry, Hyacinth. I'm perfectly happy.
Well, it's getting prettier and prettier and prettier. That's mine, isn't it?
Wherever you want to sit.
My furniture.
That's a real sister. That is a nice
Anything
one.
that matters.
The nicest content. Is this can I just do this?
Egli,
Huh?
aku pusing kamarnya. Biasa je putar nalan tu ganti. Yang dulu tuan ni.
Never do.
Dave, so much easier.
Come on.
Well, everyone sit in and then you can sit wherever it's vacant.
27 now, 2 in opera.
Oh, you got plenty of chairs.
Alright. Very unique. Customer G.
Yeah.
Come on. George. G.
Joan, find a place whatever you want.
Fred. Where is Fred?
Who's it?
Hey, what you got there? That's got it up here.
Oh, that's it there.
Lovely
There's
job.
rice in here.
We can move Egley's, I think she might want to sit further. Egley, where do you want to sit?
Maybe at the
Is it?
It's in there.
What cocktail is that? Champagne.
Very nice prawn.
Yeah, enough.
Yeah, you sit there. Yes. Yeah. Where do you sit?
Chair to sit there. Let's sit there.
Oh, there, look.
There's a space there for you.
Sit next to it, Jen.
Oh, Uncle.
That's the
Sit.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And the two chairs small, really nice.
I know. I never win.
Let's joke, why did the bus stop?
I did my glasses.
Wait station.
One again. I just can't lose.
Where's my hat go?
Want the hat in?
Slide it off.
it's not
Set
that.
the right side, just take the side you're good for here.
Oh my god.
That's all right, where's your
Oh
The
dear.
only trouble with most of the hats are their feet.
It doesn't matter the back. If it's the top of the hat.
You reach back.
No, that's a half win.
Is that halfway?
You haven't got the present.
Oh,
Yeah, do the thing.
What does it have to do with bad eyesight?
Go on.
When? Hello, Bella. What's that? Is that a marker or not? She gets the sack as soon as he starts work.
Centimetre.
See if I could just stick it. Now I'm passing around this
You want
empty.
to, it's hot now, so mind your hands.
I don't mind hot things.
I can't
That means, yeah. Think comes to that old favourite.
Oh, thanks. There's Hodgson, sir.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
got
Dicky's
to?
got an egg. What does that look like?
Yeah, right.
Anybody more of that? Because that's your leggy bits.
The leggy beat?
Well, you know, at the end of
Very
it.
little bit. The leggy?
Yes. Yes, please.
No, go round.
Who likes stuffing? Now I will hold it if you take just the spoon, because it's boiling hot. Now,
Another white.
I start here.
Take it.
Just take the spoon, don't touch the dish.
Dear, be careful!
Sorry, I lose my balance,
It's
Chris.
all right, give it to someone else.
And now it's too hot to pass it on.
Do you want some more? Hope not.
Now, take your stuffing.
My face is reddening up like a
Joe,
beast.
stuffing. That's enough, George. While I hold.
Special kebab.
John,
You take
Rebecca?
some.
Oh, please, don't miss me out. Special, okay?
Thanks.
Veggie what's it? That's it. Now shall we pass it round this
No,
way?
no. It's boiling.
Bye,
Thank you, Elisa.
George. Yeah.
Oh, right. Is that the fan?
No.
That's a honey. What's it?
She didn't give your spoon away.
Yeah?
Yeah, take a picture.
Please. Put eggless and
Have
gravy
you?
there.
Have you tried it?
Is that the other stuff?
Guys, a must.
No, thanks.
I think everybody's going to say it.
Gravy.
What is
No, we've got some for them.
I think I lost my knife somewhere.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
No, it's good underneath, isn't it?
So we look at them, what's the name of that?
Come on out, guys.
So the person, with this, this is
Trophy here and a trophy here. Okay, now I've got the story of how I won this trophy. You want to? Do you want to see it? Tell me the truth. Huh?
The honest truth? No.
Well, I'm going to. I'm going to show you it. Anyway, come close to the television set, and I'll show you it. Okay?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the You Are the Star premiere.
That's right, Candy. And look, here comes the star now.
What a special night! It's so exciting!
And there he is. Look at that.
Show.
Huh?
This is how you won the trophy, hey?
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad that you decided to spend your vacation with us, Sports Hero. It's a great honor. Now let me tell you, we have every sport ever invented, and you can play in them all. Remember,
what's that
it
bulldog
doesn't really
telling
matter
you?
whether you win or lose. It's all about playing fair and having a good time. I think you're gonna do really well, so let's go out there and win just one for the grouper. This is the Hall of Fame, where we can gain access to any competitive challenge you want, Sports Hero. The choice is yours. Why, I remember when I was just a young pup, my favorite sport was chase the parked car. And boy, was I good at it. There was this one time, oh, here we are at our first sport.
As Sports Hero takes a position on the field, let's go to Swineman Patel, high above the stadium.
Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. It's the top of the ninth, 1 out, and Tomcat Sebo is on the mound. Behind the plate is Bucky Roden. It's the windup and the pitch. Oh my, that ball was really hit hard. Sports Hero must move quickly to catch this ball. Oh, it's out of this world.
I wonder if he's going to catch it.
This ball. Run, Sports Hero. Run like the wind. Oh, what a beautiful catch.
Wow, he saves the day.
The ultimate matchup. It's Sports Hero versus the Tenementaire. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And there's Sports Hero's patent-pending wind-up. And the pitch. Oh, it's a fastball. Strike one. Oh, the screamer. Strike two. One more strike and the sides are retired. Oh, strike three. The Tenementaire struck out for the first time. Huh? Squidman. Sports Hero gets ready. It's the wind-up and the pitch and the pitch and the pitch. Oh, Sports Hero is really batting them out of here. Oh my, look at those balls as they head out of the stadium. Sports Hero has won it for the home team. Oh, the rhinos and the gorillas.
I had a lot of support in those days, Egley, when I was a kid.
Heroes calling out the play.
You haven't any more support.
Oh, the ball is high. Sports Hero is looking for an open receiver.
So amazing how many sports you can play.
Sports Hero is going to pass the ball.
All the sports you can play. Wow, you're always winning.
Well, no. I remember when you used to do your sports, Egley, and you were always losing. Explain that one to us.
Actually, I was always winning.
Yeah? The chess?
Winning.
Chrissy, Guildford, at the basketball? No, but you're Egley saying that I'm always a winner. What about you?
You can't compare me to anyone else because I'm just the best.
Best what?
Everything.
Time is running out or the clock is counting down. This will be the last play of the game. If our hero can score, the home team will win. Oh my goodness, the clock is run out. Yes, it has. The Rhinos are so tired they can't even get up to stop this very fast quarterback. No. Sports Hero has scored the winning touchdown. Oh, and the crowd goes wild.
So how about a little hockey? Out on the ice, Jean-Claude Flaubert is about to put Sports Hero through some intense goalie action. Let's watch. Nothing is getting by Sports Hero, nothing. Here's the last shot. Off the right wall.
Off the left wall. It's into the stands. Sports Hero has deflected 100%.
Wow, I want to meet that guy.
What? You can meet him right here. I'm the Sports Hero.
Is that you?
Yeah? Where? Which one?
Oh, Master Gator has made a stunning entrance. Let's watch as Sports Hero performs for us.
Oh, this is heads and tails above Master Gator. Sports Hero takes first point, and Master Gator's called for 2 boards. The Gator has broken both, and Sports Hero is now calling for many more boards. Let's watch the performance, shall we? Second point goes to Sports Hero. Now, the only way Master Gator can stay in this competition is to break the cinder block. Yeah! And Sports Hero beats Master Gator, hands down. Oh, and now onto the winner's circle, where the trophy will be given to Sports Hero.
You must be getting so bored, Uncle, winning all these trophies.
I deserve the trophy. She is mine.
Oh yes, this is where it was touch and go, folks. My trophy was nicked, and I thought I wasn't gonna get it. I'm on the basketball court now. Look, see that? There's my trophy. There's my manager, and every one of them all chasing.
On the 18th hole, Fuzzy Muller is falling asleep. Let's let the next group play through.
That fly, I earned that trophy really harshly, and that fly's getting away with my trophy.
Good. Don't let him get it. Run.
Go on, smash that trophy. Don't give it to him.
I think it's really cheeky.
You're never gonna catch up
I
with
think
him.
it's cheeky of that fly. He hasn't done nothing.
He deserves that trophy more than you.
That's what comes for you showing off all the time.
Stop that fly!
Oh no, now what are you gonna do? Oh
yeah, he dropped it.
Oh, these are all my friends. See my friend Gorilla?
Did the trophy break?
Huh?
Oh,
With the trophy returned to you, the all-time Sports World winner, your adoring fans cheer your athletic excellence.
Got the trophy.
So your vacation brought you good.
And here it is, folks. The trophy from the Sports Hero. Don't worry, I got that fly back.
No.
And welcome everybody to this evaluation. Well, you know what I do. There's no surprises. I'm going to actually evaluate. This time I'm going to evaluate 3 volumes all together. We're talking now about volume 14, which is the time we went to Spain on our great trek. Very nice adventure that was. We came away with the big prize. I'll talk about that later. Then we're talking about volume 15. Very short. I won't go into the detail why volume 15 is short. I always say I won't go into the detail and then I go into the detail. Well, okay, I'll go into the detail. What it was is the Spain adventure covered originally. It transposed itself onto volume 14 and 15, so you had it in 2 parts. So I decided to keep the Spain adventure as a total volume 14, which made volume 15 a lot shorter, if that makes any sense. But because of that, it leaves a lot of space for me to actually talk to you and evaluate 3 volumes. There was no space in volume 16 to actually talk about that volume. there's also some changes. The computer I'm using, I had a lot of trouble with volume 16. The frames would skip, and it took me weeks and weeks and weeks to do that volume. I'm still not exactly happy with it. So I actually changed the computer. When I say I changed the computer, I changed the parts of the computer. I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is the inside of the computer. I've said before that I always leave it open. Now the motherboard, that's the board that's at the back, that's all different. The fan and the processor. What a processor. We're on to Intel now. And it's a Core 2 Duo. There's dual core. This is a Core 2 Duo. Really, really good. It's also SATA based. If you have a look, these are IDE cables with an old hard drive here. Now we have the SATA hard drives, and we were talking about 300 gigabytes and 600 gigabyte hard drives. I mean, it's pretty amazing, and it's so fast. I can actually see every single frame now, whereas before I couldn't. If there was any damage in the frame or if anything skipped, I just didn't have total control. Now we have total control over our editing. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk about this in order. I'm going to start with volume 16. Already DVD'd, if you will. That's what volume 16 looks like. Now we have, it's very interesting actually. It starts off with the Apollo restaurant. Now I'm gonna have to say, I must have seen every part of these volumes that I do. I must have seen them hundreds and hundreds of times and enjoyed them. I only ever watched this during the editing stage because it's very, very difficult to watch. Okay, so I mean, we've gone to Brazil. I mean, people might sort of be looking at this and saying to me, Andy, I know you try to film every aspect of your life, but why film a bazookas, a taverna, for instance? As if to say, maybe it's the wrong place to film. I think if you have a look, we filmed in the Lemon Grove here as well, in volume 15. We filmed the Lemon Grove, and you can see Andy dancing and then me doing the ballet d'or. Incidentally, I think this is the best time. Have a look at this. You know, that is probably the best time I've ever really done a ballet d'or. I can see that, you know, I mean, I danced at Egley's wedding ballet d'or. I felt I was a bit stiff. I was actually quite happy that I could actually dance at Egley's wedding because I hadn't danced for years, but that's probably the best time I've ever done a ballet d'or. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's a good place to take a camera, but it all depends on the people that you have. I mean, you have Rita, and this is a very, very complicated story with Rita. She actually turns around to John. Listen to this. She turns around to John while I'm filming John. I'm not filming her. I hate to say this, but
Honey, don't take this personally, but I'm going to go that side of the table.
Okay, she says to him, well, you know, don't take this offensively, you know, don't take this personally, but I'm going to go and sit at the end of the table. Now, it's funny because as I said, I haven't really watched this, and I saw this before I edited it. I saw this, and I saw a scene where Rita's smiling and laughing at John and saying hello while he's filming, and I'm thinking maybe it was nothing to do with the camera. And all these years I've never spoken to Rita because I've always couldn't stand her guts. Of course, she can't stand my guts because of this day. And I thought I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but unfortunately, when I started editing it, she actually says this. She actually says, don't film me, do you mind if I, you know, she's really, I mean, there is such a thing as being phobic to the camera, but, you know, I just find it really offensive maybe they find it offensive, but I find it really offensive when someone tells me don't film me. I mean, you know, I get really angry, you know. And if anyone tells me not to film today, I mean, you know, I'm no more Mr. Nice Guy, do you know what I'm saying? You probably get a fist in your face or something. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt, but when I edited it, I realised it's nothing to do with that. They hated the camera, all of them. And do you know what I'm saying? And there's also another thing that I didn't like Rita for. And she's always acting like she's the it girl, you know. Oh, I know about life, I know about this. I said, you go to a bazooka restaurant and you don't understand that if you order bottles of, you know, of brandy, that they're going to cost 35 quid each. I mean, you know, people probably think that I'm upset that they ordered the brandies and made the bill. I mean, the bill came up to £400. And then suddenly we're sitting there. I mean, you know, you go to a usually, you know, if the bazooka is sort of the bill's £100 and there's only £80 in the pot, I would have just taken out £20 and put the thing in. But what happened was the bill was £400, and when everyone put in the pot, they only had £150. We're £250 short. So obviously I panicked. This little twit, this girl here, said they only had one brandy, so I called the waiter over. That was out of panic. You know, she was saying, oh, she'd never, and she was saying afterwards, oh, you should never complain about the bill. Well, ask any English person if they ever complain about the bill. You know, always people complain about the bill to try and get the prices down. But just to finish that story about that, we have John and Adam who ordered those brandies. You see it in the video, in my edited version, you see the brandies, you see at one point it's this high, and then later in the video you see it this high. I still can't believe how these little upstarts who go to these bazooka restaurants and act as if, you know, oh, this is my place to be. Because remember, you know, the bazooka restaurants are sort of had a reputation of being, you know, the floozies used to be there, and, you know, the drunk used to be there. You got these little young upstarts that, you know, got there sort of thinking, oh yeah, we know what we're doing and let's have a drink and everything. But the point is, yes, they ordered 2 brandies, which I never had a drop. But when you spread it all out, I mean, I had Cokes and there was other drinks there, so the mezze price at that particular time was £17.50. So everyone paid something like £31. So 17, you're talking about £15 for the drinks, and their vodkas increased the bill by £7. But if you take away the drinks, do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's paying for everybody's drink. But the thing that gets me, this classic guy here, what a classic. He actually orders a packet of cigarettes for the table. He has done something ultrally unoriginal. It's been done many times before. I remember my dad used to say, this guy called Mario, who's Ephraim's dad, I won't go into too much, but it was Mario Palales, a relative of ours on the other side of the family. My dad used to say all the time that he used to order a packet of cigarettes on the bill. Well, if you're going to order a packet of cigarettes on the bill, everyone has to smoke that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty cheap of him. Okay, I don't want to be bad here, but have a look at this girl here. I mean, I'm not too sure who she is, who she's related to, but she's sitting on John's lap. I mean, good for John, but I mean, she's a typical stereotype for the floozy in the taverna. She was the girl that I taught, if you remember back in volume 7. She was the girl that was actually in the Greek school. I don't know exactly who she is, but here she is, and look at the makeup and everything. I mean, she looks awful. And I heard that she actually, her father let her go around Europe hitchhiking. I really don't think that her father is going to win any Father of the Year awards here. I mean, when she ends up with in a ditch, you know, I think her father can end up with a trophy. But as I said, I mean, I'm no one's dad, and I don't really care, but, you know, I think that is absolutely awful. Okay, and here we have a classic encounter This was, actually this was a bit of a coincidence. This is the Agathu. I call it Agathu. It's spelled Aganthu. So I don't know how you pronounce this village. It's a village in Cyprus. They do an annual dinner and dance every year. And I just pan over. I'll just show you the cat in the window. I just have to let him in. Hang on. And can you see that? Just have to let the cat in here. Are you going to come in or not? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Anyway, and it was a bit of a coincidence because Lira dancers were going to dance there and Andy's family were going to be there. So it was like a throwback to the reminiscence. Do you remember the old parties we used to have for the Dulwich Greek dancers? And here we are 10 years later and we're doing it again. The thing that Lula, I mean, she's from Greece. They haven't got the intelligence. Now, when I say intelligence, she could probably beat me in some history test or mathematical problems. I'm not saying that they're stupid. They probably beat me in that. But, you know, there is a certain, there's a certain way of judging intelligence, and they have got absolutely none. They're dancing for Greek Cypriots, and they can't understand why everyone is indifferent to the dance. Well, I can tell you why Greek Cypriots are indifferent to this dance. It's because they know that kids can do what we can do. I remember when I first started to dance, I mean, I was 20 when I wanted to do my first lesson, and they were saying to me, what do you want to learn for? But what are they saying? They're saying, what do you want to learn for? Because you're too old. You know, they don't understand that old people dance, you know, in all cultures, in all levels in Greece and everything, all over the islands and everything, you know, people dance of all ages. But they don't understand that. They're very narrow-minded. The Greek Cypriots are very narrow-minded. That's actually paying them a compliment. So here we are, we're dancing, and they're not exactly taverna type dancing. And I could talk about this a little bit more detail. I will when I talk about Lira in a bit more detail. Lira's place really to dance are festivals. You know, we know hundreds of dances, and that is the right place for us to dance. Not in a place like this, where you look at John. If you have a look at John here, he's 65 years old. If you have a look at Ali, he's got a beard. I think the Greek community here was actually embarrassed. And you had Chris, he was complaining afterwards why, you know, oh, everyone was talking, everyone was eating, they were embarrassed. And here's Lula, she put Cypriot dances into this to please the Cypriot audience. You know, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'm sorry I'm going to say this, this Cypriot audience wouldn't know a Cypriot dance if you came and hit them with a mallet on the head, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was really awful. I was actually embarrassed to dance, you know, in front of these ignorant people. You have this guy here, and you know, because I stayed afterwards, and you can see me dancing afterwards, and they were sort of, you know, because you know, if they go to a dinner and dance, if you actually go to a dinner and dance, it means you want to dance. That's the reason that you go there. So all these people here can dance. Of course they do their piddly dances, there's 7 dances, their bendozalis, their susta. That's all they know. You know, if you said to them, what's a singathisto and what's a zonoradigo, they would just look at you and say, what the hell's going on? Do you know what I'm saying? And this guy here, you don't see it so much, but he tries to outdance me to sort of say, I will show you what Greek dancing is all about. And you'll see later in another volume that, you know, he tries to act flash and he really ends up with, you know, excrement on his face in a really, really funny moment at Helen's wedding, but that's another story. And this is a classic example. We're now at Dassos's, we have Savas' son's engagement. And you have this dance group. Now they've been on television. I have to admit they're the best of their craft. They've actually taken the 7 dances that I've already told you about and taken it to another level. So they were on television, they were on the Generation Game and things like that. I mean, our group was on the Generation Game as well, but I'm not saying anything about that. But you know, even Chris says here. Listen to Chris what he says about the dancing.
Here we go. That's right, quick dancing, not your load of rubbish. Now you can edit that if you want, but that's what I think.
So I said, yes, fair enough, but this is not cultural. This is taverneral. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, I like this dancing as well, but it is nothing. There's nothing cultural. They don't even know where these. They think they know. They don't even know really where these dances come from. They've never researched them or anything like that. But you know, I'll hold my hands up and say, okay, maybe this is a show. But can you imagine if you're in a festival? Can you imagine trying to do this every 2 minutes? I mean, you'd die first of all, and it'd be boring, you know, because you get through these dances in 10 minutes. That's it. You know, I mean, my dance. You know, we can do our dancing in Lira when we used to do it. We can do 3-hour dances, a 3-hour show without repeating a dance. There's a difference. So, Chrissy, what have you got to say about that?
I won't say no more.
And so you should say no more, because you know as much about dancing as you know about the backside of the moon. So now we go on to volume 14, which is, well, it's the 14th International Festival of Music at Canda Negros. Well, very, very, very nice adventure. We all went there. We all had to stay in people's houses. There's a little story where I bought a whole load of presents because I thought I was going to stay in someone's house. In the end, I stayed in this old building. You know, that's when I showed people, they said it's condemned. You know, we were told not to walk. If you have a look at this part here, we were told not to walk on that area just in case we fell through. I mean, you know, they're very, very old buildings. So I gave my presents to somebody else. I mean, all it was a souvenir of London. It was like a wall, you know, a wall plate. And I'm going to be very bad here. I think some of us as Lira took a bit of advantage. You know, we had English people in the group, and I've told you about English people before. I don't want to be bad to them, but you know, they have to. English people should know that they're pretty selfish. I mean, have a look at this scene here. I mean, you know, we're eating at this woman's house, and she's provided all her food. We didn't have anywhere to go. We went to a bar before, and I mean, she's got to get up 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. And we'd all left, and the musicians and one of the girls stayed behind and just wouldn't go to bed. When I talked to that girl later, she just said, well, we're on holiday. I said, yes, you're on holiday, but other people aren't. And I mean, Lira was saying that it wasn't a holiday. You know, we were there to dance, you know, and suddenly, oh, we're on holiday. I'm going to be bad here as well. We first went, have a look at the scene here. This is when we first arrived. We're in this bar. I mean, they don't have any meat there. It's a small village in the middle of nowhere. You know, I made a funny scene. Have a look at this. I made a funny scene like this. You know, like we were prisoners. I mean, it's a joke, but it's almost true. You know, we were prisoners there. There seems to be no butchers. They used to make this bread, and have a look. You'll see Ben here. He's making this bread. And what they do is they have the loaf of bread, and they waste a whole tomato by cutting it and just rubbing the juice onto the bread. We had it the first night and we liked it, but they kept on doing it all the time. That's all they fed us with. That's probably all they eat. And I heard a story that they actually produced all the bread just for us. And I was in the restaurant saying, I hope we're not going to pay for all this. We actually paid for that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't food. But that was every single night. We never had a decent meal. I'm not complaining about it because I mean we stayed with them. You know, everyone stayed in every individual houses, and you know they were very hospitable. But you know, when we left there, I mean we left with them throwing a stone at us basically. So here we are in the competition. Now this is the actual competition of us dancing. It's like a Eurovision song contest, but it's a dance contest. Very happy to be part of it. Lula always said to me, put your trust in me, and she picked these dances Now if you have a look, it looks like a simple dance. It is a simple dance in the sense of steps, but it's not easy to actually get all our legs and everything all together as you see it here. If you have a look the night before, you can see Lula cringing because we're trying to do the dancing with all our legs together, and you can see that all our legs are not together. So that's I thought that was very funny. It's not an easy dance, but if you have a look, Ali, this is Ali, very nice guy. He's Kurdish. I don't know what he was doing dancing in our group, but he's Kurdish, very nice guy. And Chris, there was going to be an inquest because they expected our group to come last. And they were going to run into Lula and say, we told you you should have put a suster. You know, it's the old guard, you know, when I say, oh yeah, put a suster in, put a Bendozali, you know, then we'll win the competition. And as I said, they were ready to, you know, really cut Lula in half. But what happened is, suddenly we've won the competition. Well, we didn't win, we placed. But the point is, you do not see Chris and Ali celebrating. They've mysteriously disappeared. And there was a story where Chris looked at the trophy at the back of the bus and then just dropped it at the back of the bus. He didn't care nothing. And there was another story. One girl went up to Lula and said, why isn't Chris so happy that we've won? And she said, oh well, maybe he's a bit disappointed that we didn't come just 1 or 2 points highly placed. I said, talk about naivety. You know, wake up and see what's going on around you. But I thought that was pretty funny. I'm really glad that we won something, you know, because I remember if you have a look at the scene here, we're waiting for the results, and I'm wondering what we're doing there, because I expected us to come last. But then we were going and going, and they were telling all the places and everything. We were getting higher and higher up, and then suddenly I see Lula, you know, run to the stage. Have a look at this, to claim our prize. I think that was probably the most magical moment ever on any of the volumes. And the last thing to say about Lira's expedition to Spain, in the Pyrenees, in the Basque country, in Cantonigros. Now, remember I said to I just loosely mentioned this before, but look at this. This is Ben. I mean, talk about some mothers do have them. Michael Crawford, you know, Frank Spencer, exactly the same. Look at him here. I mean, he's brought a net. He put in his suitcase a net to take to Spain for the flies. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this. I think when I was a little kid, when I was a little baby, my mum might have had a net for me. You're talking about something that's out of fashion in the 60s. And here he has his net. I said, get a spray for God's sake. But anyway, he was the token English guy, Lula's token English guy. Look, oh yes, look, I've got an English person in the group. You know, and she wanted him to be good, but he was so useless. And if you have a look at this is our first night, and she put him into more dances than I should have been in. And I really resented that. I'm sorry, but you know, I've got a bit of a reputation. I shouldn't really be competing against someone like Ben. You know, he can't dance. Even Lula knew that he couldn't dance. He said once, she said once to everybody, he said, look, you dance the dance, but Ben doesn't make a mistake. She wasn't talking to me. But I said, yes, I mean, if you don't make a mistake, if I walk the dance, obviously I'm not going to make a mistake. Anyway, he didn't have the experience, and Lula threw him into this. I mean, there's thousands of people watching here. Have a look at this. This is Hasabigo. And maybe, I'm going to wind that back again. Maybe you can't see it clearly. I'm going to zoom in on that. And he makes a mistake, and I was going, yes! You know, I didn't care about what the group looked like or what anything looked like. When he made that mistake, I was going, yes! And I was making sure, don't you make a mistake now. I was just so happy about it. And then when we won the competition, we were called back the next day to be on national television. And Lula wanted to put that dance in along with other dances. And Ben was making a mistake in practice. But she kept on, she never said, Ben, you've got to pull your socks up. She just said, it will be a shame if I have to drop the last 3 dances. And I was going to say, look, focus your opinion on Ben, don't focus it with me on there. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, it was always, oh, we can't upset Ben, and we can't upset, oh, you know, the English, he'll get very upset. you know, very camp. I'm not going to say anything more. I said, you know, if we had got any more members like Ben in this group, the group would have been very camp. Okay, so we have this scene, and it's from a company, You Are the Star. Now, we never used to have any special effects in those days, you know, with video and stuff. So we sent to this company. It was a bit of fun. You know, you send your photograph and everything, and they actually put you in a video. Now, it is so simple to what I do today. And when this came out, I remember Andy and other people saying this is the worst thing that they have ever seen. You know, I was watching this through tinted coloured spectacles and sort of thinking, you know, I spent £17.50 on this or whatever, and I sort of said, well, no, I'm going to use this for my videos, but it is awful. It is damn awful. Now, I've wanted this in, so I have kept this in. I've tried to make it a bit better. It is still awful, but, you know, you can't have, you know, when you're doing a volume of your life, you can't have every scene, you know, the most fantastic scene in the world. Some people would say, well, just film the best of your life, but if you're going to capture life, you've got to capture everything. I'm not saying that this is part of capture of life, but, you know, I definitely wanted to keep this. You know, I thought it was funny, but obviously some people didn't think it was so funny. But I've kept it in, and it's a lie. It's how I won my first trophy, and you know, it's an American cartoon. It's not, you know, very good. I mean, you know, you've got animals in there. It's just not very good at all. But I kept it in anyway, for whatever, you know, for good or for bad. I kept it in.
There's my manager, and every one of them all chasing. And that fly's getting away with my trophy.
Good. Don't let him get it. Run.
Oh, smash that trophy!
And to finish off, we start volume 15 with a little clip that says, you know, all these years of hurt. The years of hurt was with Chris with his basketball. I wanted Chris to win a competition. I wanted Egley to win something in chess. I don't think Egley did too bad in chess, but she didn't actually win a trophy. But here I am bringing the trophy home, and I'm going to leave it there. So that was the evaluation of volume 14, 15 and 16. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm going to leave it there. And just remember, the trophy has finally come home.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the You Are the Star premiere.
That's right, Candy. And look, here comes the star now.
What a special night. It's so exciting.
Now let's go inside for the show.
So, you're gonna have a vacation at Sports World. That's great. And look, you're the first one there. Well, almost. And who's this little guy? Oh, it's a fly, a French fly. And he sure looks hungry.
Oh, American food. Ah, delicious. It is not polite to stare while I eat. Huh? Oh, my chapeau. Oh, no. Out of my way. Get off of me. Mary, look out. Oh, this is not starting out to be a good vacation.
Now, let's go meet your sports manager.
You know, I'm so glad that you decided to spend your vacation with us, Sports Hero. It's a great honor. Now, let me tell you, we have every sport ever invented, and you can play in them all. Remember, it doesn't really matter whether you win or lose. It's all about playing fair and having a good time. I think you're going to do really well, so let's go out there and win just one for the grouper. This is the Hall of Fame, where we can gain access to any competitive challenge you want, Sports Hero. The choice is yours. Why, I remember when I was just a young pup, my favorite sport was chase the parked car. And boy, was I good at it. There was this one time, oh, here we are at our first sport.
As Sports Hero takes a position on the field, let's go to Swineman Patel, high above the stadium.
Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. It's the top of the ninth, one out, and Tomcat Seba is on the mound. Behind the plate is Bucky Rodent. It's the windup and the pitch. Oh my, that ball was really hit hard. Sports Hero must move quickly to catch this ball. Oh, it's out of this world. Run, Sports Hero. Run like the wind. Oh, what a beautiful catch. With 2 outs, it seems the coach is going to put Sports Hero into the pitcher's position. But what's this? The other team is calling in a pinch hitter.
Deep, deep, deep below the Earth's surface, he was raised in the bowels of the New York City sewer system, where even alligators had to show him some respect. Nicknamed the Tenement Terror, it's Mickey Rantle.
Oh, it's the ultimate matchup. It's Sports Hero versus the Tenement Terror. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And there's Sports Hero's patent-pending wind-up. And the pitch. Oh, it's a fastball. Strike 1. Oh, the screamer. Strike 2. One more strike and the sides are retired. Oh, strike 3. The Tenement Terror struck out for the first time.
Huh?
Go back to the South Bronx.
You have no class.
Oh, the rats have pulled out all the stops and brought in their secret weapon, Octavio Squidman. Sports Hero gets ready. It's the wind-up and the pitch and the pitch and the pitch. Oh, Sports Hero is really batting them out of here. Oh my, look at those balls as they head out of the stadium. Sports Hero has won it for the home team.
On to the next sport, football.
Sports Hero, Sports Hero, Sports Hero, Sports Hero.
Oh, the rhinos and the gorillas are up at the line of scrimmage, and Sports Hero is calling out the play. Oh, the ball is high. Sports Hero is looking for an open receiver. Watch this. Sports Hero is going to run the ball. Oh, this is so exciting if you ask me. This young quarterback can really move across the field with such speed and grace. I've never seen anything like this before. Time is running out. Oh, the clock is counting down. This will be the last play of the game. If our hero can score, the home team will win. Oh my goodness, the clock has run out. Yes, it has. The Rhinos are so tired they can't even get up to stop this very fast quarterback. No. Sports Hero has scored the winning touchdown. Oh, and the crowd goes wild.
Sports Hero, Sports Hero, Sports Hero.
So how about a little hockey? Out on the ice, Jean-Claude Flaubert is about to put Sports Hero through some intense goalie action. Let's watch. Nothing is getting by Sports Hero, nothing. Here's the last shot. Off the right wall. Off the left wall. It's into the stands. Sports Hero is deflected 100%. Now, on to Ninja Display.
Oh, Master Gator has made a stunning entrance. Let's watch as Sports Hero performs for us. Oh, this is heads and tails above Master Gator. Sports Hero takes first point, and Master Gator is called for 2 boards. The Gator has broken both, and Sports Hero is now calling for many more boards. Let's watch the performance, shall we? Second point goes to Sports Hero. Now, the only way Master Gator can stay in this competition is to break the cinder block. Yeah! And Sports Hero beats Master Gator, hands down. Oh, and now onto the winner's circle, where the trophy will be given to Sports Hero.
I deserve the trophy. She is mine.
On the 18th hole, Fuzzy Muller is falling asleep. Let's let the next group play through.
With the trophy returned to you, the all-time Sports World winner, your adoring fans cheer your athletic excellence. So your vacation brought you good memories, fun times, teamwork, as well as taught you fair play. But whatever happened to that French fly?
all starts with your photograph arriving in our mailroom.
Here comes the pictures. Here's the photo, Mr. Star.
And here's the picture of you. Wow, this is gonna be great. Now, on to the photo feeder. Making the tapes. We're gonna make the tapes for you now. First, we stamp your picture over and over again, but don't worry, your photo's returned unharmed. Making the tapes, it's magic with You Are the Star. Well, the mix is ready, now let's heat things up. Oh, the magic liquid. There will be laughter and joy as you watch yourself star in your own cartoon video adventure. Neato, huh? Now let's go over to the Super Duper Creation computer and choose a story just for you.
Be anything you want, from a superhero to a race car driver, a beauty princess to a rodeo star, a secret agent to a time traveler. Anything's possible with You Are the Star personalized cartoon video adventures.
And here's your video all wrapped and ready for Zippy, who will bring it to you.